Hi, and welcome to an actual play podcast for the closed beta test of the upcoming science fiction RPG Starslayers. Starslayers is a game based upon the Slay engine, first made popular by the free-to-play RPG Dungeonslayers by Christian Koenig. If you haven't tried Dungeonslayers, I strongly urge you to go to www.dungeonslayers.com and give it a try. Time has finally come for the first closed beta called Feuertaufe, or Baptism of Fire. It focuses strictly on combat rules for the futuristic weapons of the Starslayers universe. In Baptism of Fire, we have been given a single character class. In German, it's called the Frontner. This is the warrior class of Starslayers. They are also outfitted identically, given armor, a grenade, a healing pack, and their weapon, the Doombringer. Characters include Tank, Cornhole, TK-421, and Vern. Our podcast opens with them getting their mission orders. And now, let's begin the Day of Freedom.
I mean, what's the biggest thing we're going to have to worry about tonight is like bursts and single shot and spread, stuff like that. That's about it.
Yeah, he called this one the German word for baptism of fire, but all it's really doing is we're looking at some weapon rules, some grenade rules. Everyone has like the same guy. You have a really beefy warrior type, and we don't know much about any other races. Like I don't know the racial bonuses. We're just all playing humans tonight. Earlier this evening, I sent out something that he just published today because people were asking him so many questions. It's basically what's the campaign background. And real briefly, there was this big empire. Think Star Wars, bad empire. It was a federation of humans that were sort of taking over the galaxy, federation of planets, and a psychic, almost like think Jedis. Sort of, they were psychic warriors called the Psychic Brotherhood. Their leader, Mazura, attempted to overthrow the government and make it a more fair, friendly government. It was all a trick, and he was basically like the emperor. And so he has now taken over, and now it's called the Imperial Hegemony, and that is the big bad. Then there's Void Space, which is sort of like the fringe in Star Wars.
The Outer Rim.
Yeah, Void Space is sort of the neutral territory. And then there is the League of Free Worlds, and that is basically think of what's left of the Republic in Star Wars when the Empire first started. And then there is Sector X, which is an unknown area of space. And a year ago, a psychic, almost like a broodling-type army called the Zerks invaded.
So it's kind of like the Yuzon Vong or whatever they were called
in
the Star Wars expanded universe?
Yeah. It's sort of like how in DS it sort of draws from Tolkien and different things. You can definitely feel there was similarities to the background also to Stars Without Number. A rupture in the psychic space. It's sort of like psychers in this world are the people who control ships, so they can fold space and time and go through hyperspace.
Spelljammers.
And where the player characters come in, or this group at least, there's actually a type of Imperial trooper called a Starslayer, and they are the cream of the crop. If they're fighters, they're the best fighters on the planet. If they're technicians, they're the best. And they did the Emperor's dirty work. Reason that they did that was that their minds, they had a psychic computer put into their brain since birth. They're raised from birth to do whatever job they're doing. So he could control them, and they had no free will. And that sync was severed, and all these Starslayers got their personalities back and their free will back. And that was a year ago. And so now you guys are playing tonight. Some of these Starslayers, they became outlaws from the Empire.
Nice.
And some of them moved to the free worlds. Others hang out in void space. So like your ship booked out of the Empire, and now you're sort of going around and trying to find a place to live. The free world area welcomed you, but a lot went into void space instead. Some of them became pirates, that kind of thing. And right now, you're on a ship, and your group is looking for a place to call home. And you can't live in the Empire anymore, obviously. So you're out in void space, and you have found a planet called Tanara, and this planet is like, the Badlands from a Western, where it's, the canyons, and it's basically a dust bowl where there's not much greenery. That's pretty much what this whole planet is like. There is a population that lives on it, and while your ship was in orbit, you received notice that there was an old mine of thallium. Thallium is like one of the substances that goes into making propellant for ammunition or ships. It's sort of like energon. It's like an energy source. There was an old Imperial thallium mine here. It was during this ceasefire. It was all Empire forces have left the void space area, but you have discovered that this mining complex is up and running again through your ship's spy scopes and what have you. You've determined that it's Imperial troops who are running this mine, but all their insignias have been rubbed off, so they're just generic armor, but it looks like Imperial armor to you. That kind of thing.
That's against the Geneva conventions.
Wouldn't we have the same thing since the cut we were?
It's been a year, so you have wanted to distance yourself from that organization. So like people have made modifications to the ships. Your armor has been put together piecemeal with more generic forms of armor, trying to distance yourself from that appearance of the of the stormtrooper, of the Starslayer.
Gotcha.
So like basically another way would be, as your stuff gets beat up and degraded, you can't just go to the armory anymore.
Right.
You gotta, okay.
Yeah, you went through all your ship's consumables within months. The group sort of takes odd jobs, that kind of thing. You still have a chain of command, and all of your group has a likewise feeling. Some of the group left and went on to other ships. Some abandoned and escaped, disappeared. But those of you that remain, you're sort of just looking for what your next step is, and in between, let's get fuel for the ship, let's get ammo, let's get this and that, and you encounter Imperial troops sometimes, sometimes pirates.
Well, it sounds like these guys have what we want, right?
Yeah, the one thing that strikes you as interesting, your technicians or stuff are looking at the satellite imagery. There are workers there, but the way they're being marshaled around, you think they might be prisoners. So if you're looking to improve your status with the indigenous population of this planet, if these people are taken from this planet, it might be a way to show that you're not the old Starslayers that they might remember.
How many people are on our ship?
There's about 100.
Okay.
Yep, and like you have 2 shuttles.
Are we in command, or is somebody else in command?
Oh, someone else's command. You're like bottom tier of the You're one.
We're like the brand new Starslayers that it all went to hell. It's like we got a job, they got laid off immediately. It's like getting a job at Enron.
Sorry, guys, you've been surplused.
Yeah. So,
or are we disconnected?
At current technology.
Yeah. With your current technology, you feel that it's not trackable. It was a psychic link to the Emperor, who was able to control all of his troops via his mind. He's a very powerful psyker. He's still alive.
That was my next question.
Yeah. But when that link was broken, you no longer feel his presence in your mind. You feel emotion again.
Right.
Some of you never felt it before.
So, is there the underlying fear among Starslayers that they could all come back?
That is a fear. That is, yeah. And
so basically, another thing is to do the best we can, basically, to make that not happen ever again.
Yeah. You've heard stories of people who have tried to, surgically remove it, or no one has survived that process.
I say this ship's got 2 shuttles. I say we hop in one and go right now.
Daddy.
Yeah, the heck with this planet. Let's go see the Emperor.
So you all have the basic equipment that your Starslayer soldiers are equipped with. You are equipped with a Doombringer, which is your big bolter, basically.
Like a shotgun? Or?
It's like a big giant machine gun.
Okay.
Takes both your hands to fire it. It can fire in a few different modes. It can fire in burst fire and full auto. We will go into those types of firing as we get into combat and stuff like that.
Well, I start shooting at Matt right now. Let's do this. Let's do it.
You also have 1 dose of still. Still is, I don't know what that acronym means. We'll find out later. I'm sure I'll have to retranslate that. But still is like your healing herb.
It comes from a still.
We have time. I got ×2. We should have.
Yeah, you got 2 of those.
Yeah, the cigar concept is intriguing.
Yeah, the cigar is the bandage. If you've ever used bandages, when you catch your breath, if you have a bandage, you get an additional hit point. With cigar, you get the additional hit point just from having a smoke while you do your short rest.
Whoa, that's weird. Conceptually, that's weird.
I like also in games how the font makes the genre.
Uh-huh.
Like, can you imagine like Old English or something
Yeah.
for this? It's like stars, the old Starslayers.
And you're also given credits, but there's not really much to buy. You each have 5d20 credits.
I'm rolling on right now. No.
Oh, you also each get a high explosive grenade.
Yeah, 34 credits. And we got a grenade. I see that.
Yep. The way things work here is like when you go out on assignment. When you go out on assignment, you're assigned your gear, and it's basically still yours. Like your armor, some people have decorated their armor and stuff like that. But like when you're back in the ship, unless you're on duty, it's stowed away. You've seen Slayers come back from missions before, and they have to go into basically the PX type situation, the stores, and have to turn in what they have brought back, because it's for the greater good of the ship. And your ship is commanded by Commander Corrigan. He is a battle-hardened veteran. And
ship. You said there's about 100 people. There's 4 of us. I like the odds.
Arm and leg guards, just like DS. That's all factored into your stats already. Also, if there is 1 night vision scope for the group, someone can utilize that.
I'll take that.
The same stats, right?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
They share with you in your mission briefing. You see it's like a series of roads leading to different places.
Looks like Sim City.
And on the map are some little green circles with like a space marine in them on the fringes of the map. There should be 4, A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are you have the option that your pilot will evac you and drop you off at the site you wish to go to.
And what's our mission?
So your mission is as follows. The objective is to neutralize the enemy, so neutralize the Imperial or whoever these forces are, to rescue the workers or prisoners here.
And this is a Tassiumon? That's the name of the...
Thallium.
Thallium.
Yep. And on this map, you see these red sort of rectangular buildings with like an H on them.
Mm-hmm.
They believe that those are troop quarters.
I think point C.
And then down, there's like little like tan squares. There's 4 of them. M1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Those are mines. Those are the entrances to the mines. There's 4 mine shafts.
Oh, okay.
If you see under, I think labeled with those believed to be barracks.
Do we have to worry about ammo in this?
You don't track your ammo. Running out of ammo is like jamming when you roll a fumble.
Okay, and then it's just like a round to unjam.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Just like in Dungeonslayers. So.
Yep. Yeah. And last but not least, there is a tavern or bar on premises, and it's down to the south. That sort of
I see it.
semicircular building. It's believed that that's inhabited or used by both the workers and the guards. This planet has a couple of situations. First of all, it's plagued by dust storms, and the dust storms have this element of the stallium in
At
it.
one point, and then we have a certain amount of time where they'll pick us up at another.
Yeah.
So we can communicate with ourselves, but not our ship. Is that what that means?
Your helmet communicators, they believe, might not work if you're beyond too far of a distance from each other.
What kind of communicator is that?
This is God damn it.
But the winds are so high they may not hear you.
Yeah.
So
B looks the best from my perspective.
in addition to eliminating the enemy and rescuing or at least not harming the workers, there are a few buildings that must be destroyed, and they're going to provide you with satchel charges that you can set in the center of the building that will destroy the building when you detonate it with the remote detonator. And the buildings they want destroyed are the 2 troop barracks marked with the H's, and the headquarters, the mining colony headquarters.
Let's destroy HQ. And which barracks?
The two red
The reds with the H's.
Yeah, the H's are actually you can land a shuttle right on one of those.
Oh,
That'd be a bad idea.
Do shuttles come back and forth? Is this like a commercial open settlement, or will be viewed with suspicion?
This planet is sort of backwoods, and you assume that since this is a mining colony that the Empire is running, that occasionally they probably stop to pick up, the thallium.
I thought the Imperial's insignias and stuff were scraped off.
Yeah, it's believed that they are Imperial forces. You haven't got a guarantee, but it's believed that they are. They used to run this mine, and then when they left void space due to the peace treaty, they had vacated the mine, but now it's back in operation again.
All right.
So blow up HQ, the other two H's, and do we each have a satchel charge?
You have 3 charges.
Okay. I'll take one.
I'll take one.
Okay. You're also given data on. They believe there are 10 to 20 soldiers here.
That's it.
No.
This is the breeze. We're good. We got 20 defenses.
There are approximately 40 of the workers,
We can take them out too. That shouldn't be a problem.
and they believe that the HQ potentially has a communications array that is strong enough to defeat the thallium storms that might be able to alert other Imperial forces elsewhere on the planet.
So we should hit that first.
Yep. So maybe A?
Yeah.
Do those satchel charges have timers on them?
You have remote detonators.
Okay. So if we drop down at A, we could go ahead and plant one. But I was worried about if we planted one too early, it might get discovered. But those things are so far apart that we'd run the risk of doing that, period.
What if we plant one at Q1, which is the headquarters close to A, and then go down to the headquarters?
Do we have any data about where the heaviest entrance and exits are into the mine?
Well, each mine, you've been in orbit over this place for a little while, and it appears that each morning the troops move the workers, and then when the day is over, they return them to the barracks, those B-marked buildings, the little green rectangles.
Yeah.
And that's all that's really known. You're allowed to pick the time of day that you start your operation.
I would say in the evening.
Yep.
9.
About beer 30. We'll start at beer 30.
Nice. We'll meet at the Regal Beagle.
That's what the bar is called. For
Yep, the Regal Beagle.
Regal Beagle.
So which place do you want to choose as your landing site?
I say I'm kind of with Mike. We should, his initial thing saying C or D, I don't think we should drop anywhere near the base.
I think A's are. Oh, well. Now I'm thinking A. So
Yeah, I'm thinking A too.
I think we ought to go to A, place a charge at Q1, and then move to the regular headquarters. And
What would you? I'm just wondering how far of a distance it is from Q1 to HQ.
We can set the charges at HQ and then make a 100-meter sprint to the bar and
Get a drink.
Yeah. We traveled the whole galaxy for the best bar to drink at. We still told this the Regal Beagle.
We go to the Regal Beagle and we'll say we're the band.
We're the band. What kind of music do you guys play? We got both kinds.
Country and Western. Your shuttle is a shark class shuttle. It's not really meant for all out warfare, and they can douse all the lights and drop you in somewhere nice and quiet.
it's like one of those stealth bombers. That's what you're saying?
It's still a shuttle.
It's still subsonic.
well, it could be.
So
On that HQ building, you know that it's 3 stories, and it has elevator shafts, 2 elevator shafts inside it to move you up and down the levels.
I know what to put the satchel in.
Excellent. So if we okay, I'm thinking more and more that first place, because it's going to be pretty obvious if we're running around here that we do not belong.
Well, the workers and stuff aren't running around at night, right?
No,
Or is this
workers are to be put into the barracks, maybe even locked in there.
But if we still
that would be our best time to sneak around at night, and then the workers will be out of the
line of fire.
Yep.
Yeah, line of fire.
So what happens at night? Do we have that kind of intelligence?
Not really. They occasionally see patrols.
No, dude, we got bonds of 4 and 0 intellect.
Yeah.
0.
The topography is you're in these canyons, so the dark brown stony looking terrain is very tall. Those are like cliff faces, so it's not like you won't be able to really traverse.
Coming out of a bottle of wine.
It'd be difficult to traverse over the tops of those canyons.
And like what we wear, the armor, even though it was Imperial issued possibly at the time, it isn't going to match what is being worn by the Imperial.
No, you guys have tried to distance yourself from that old uniform.
So we just scratched it all off.
Yeah, it'd be like if stormtroopers defected from the Star Wars Empire, they would probably paint their armor up or modify it and add
I've already
crap.
wrote peace symbols and swear words all over mine.
Yeah.
A big bullseye on your chest.
Yep. Sort of like how Boba Fett's armor compared to a normal Mandalorian.
Okay. I painted mine to look just like these people's. I just painted it to look just like the Gemini. I don't even change it. Like, I belong here, guys. I don't know who these fuckers are.
Their armor is black.
All right. I say we go in from A, like Mike said.
Okay.
And what do you guys think? We'll get into the shit.
Well, obviously, I still vote for A. So, and if this ends up on YouTube, I do apologize. I have had 4 beers so far.
Hey, I'm trying to catch up.
Don't even worry about it. This is all for research.
So enough talk. Let's start fighting.
Yep.
All right, I blast the first thing.
All right. So do you get into the shuttle and get all your gear ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who is going to carry? There are 3 bomb satchels.
I had a satchel.
Okay.
I had one.
Well, I think I have the night scope, so I was going to let you guys have the satchels. Unless somebody else took the scope.
No, I think you called it. You got it.
Okay. So in addition to you have your satchels, you have the little remote detonator fits in your pocket.
Do we each have a remote detonator?
Yes. Each one has its own.
Oh,
Can I have a remote detonator with 3 selections on it?
In case these guys die. you try it out in the shuttle.
Break atmosphere. We blow up in the hangar. Take the whole ship down. The ship crashes into the mine. We accomplished our mission, guys.
So you line up in the shuttle. Oh, what are your guys' names?
TK-41.
TK-421.
I've got a bad communicator. I just not
Hank the Tank. Hank the Tank, Cornhill, Vern, and TK-421.
Who's who?
Who's Cornhole?
That's got to be.
Cornhole's me.
Do it. Who's Vern?
Vern's got to be Mike.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured.
Okay.
Vern Kessel.
I don't know if I can deal with hex grids.
Yes, this
I don't
game
know how this works.
uses the GM's choice of hex or squares.
Well, he needs to change that to squares, because I don't know how to handle a hex grid. Just GURPS? What are we doing?
Let's do some. I got an LRM-20.
All right, so I got little just generic troopers there representing you guys.
Where? There they are. Okay, I'm just thinking.
It's an enormous map.
Oh, okay, I gotta scroll down.
Is this battle tech?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
So we don't need to do like exact, miniature movement and stuff. This is just sort of more of a tactical map. If you want, you use the zoom tool and go all the way out so you can see the whole thing. So that's what you see before you. The winds are howling. The dust is getting in your face. The temperature on this planet is warm, so it's like a desert type environment. So it's a dry heat.
So I'm wearing one of those pith helmets with a fan in it. I got a bunch of AA batteries to keep it going.
Your shuttle takes off. The pilot gives you a thumbs up, and he's like, "Good luck, guys." And flies out.
Yeah, I give him the finger.
Yeah, a bunch of fingers go up.
So what are you guys going to do?
Let's go charge it.
Let's.
Well, we came in at night, right?
Yes.
So,
I say we make a beat right to H up here, the first H.
Tell me the hour you wanted to be there.
I'd say 0100.
1 a.m.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
Well, let's look around and see if we see anybody moving first.
Okay. Down that little stretch of the canyon, you don't see anyone. You can see the entrance to the mine. It looks like that building, the mine shaft building, is sort of a very squat, heavily, almost like a bunker.
Before we move forward, I'm like scanning the area with my night scope.
Okay. You can see that there are some red barrels at the back of the mine shaft area. You don't pick any life forms up. No heat registers or anything like that.
Okay.
So it would be bad if we accidentally exploded some of the entrances to the mine, because that would impede our ship from getting down into it to the Thallium.
Yeah, you're unsure. There was no parameters about preserving the mine. It was preserving the life of workers. So if there are workers working at night, which you don't believe there are, but there could be.
Okay, we'll just stay topside.
Okay. So just someone, if you want, just move one guy to sort of represent where you are as a group, and then if we get into something tactical, we can bust out. But
So we're here to save workers and not to take all the valuable ore.
We're here to secure the mine and preserve the lives of the workers.
eliminate the soldiers that are here and blow up their barracks in the HQ, and in hopes of showing the Tanarans that you are a good guy.
Well, I say we go right to the HQ, press the elevator button, and give them a little present all the way to the top floor.
Ding.
Well,
and then we can go to the other H building, like double back.
You see my little mouth. You see a door.
All right.
It is closed.
Okay. I think we ought to move down and take out the HQ first.
Is the door locked from the outside?
You're quite far away, but it's shut.
Okay. I want to...
or we could plan our charge there.
Yeah, I want to go and make sure that this door is locked. If it's not locked, let's try and make sure if there's a way that we can bar it, because that's just supposed to be troops in there. So, and plan a charge.
Okay, so you're making your way over to the building. Give me a notice check, so you guys will have a minimum of 8.
We're all defaulted at 8.
Nope. Hey, Cornel.
He's pretty sharp. That's how he's...
Did mine roll? No, it didn't.
Here it comes.
There it goes.
Okay, so Cornhole, he listens to the door, and he can hear some laughter inside and a faint music.
So how big of a boom would these satchel charges make?
Yeah.
You were told that if you place it in the center of the structure inside, it will destroy the entire structure.
But there are 3 Italian barrels.
Yeah.
I think we could spare 1. And this is the thing I'm going to have to remember this game. They can have the communications, they can't go very far. So if we decided to assault this base...
the headquarters has capabilities.
Right.
To communicate further than the...
right. So that's the thing I'm going to remember. They can actually radio screw everything up. So
we might want to take the HQ out first.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think you're right. I think we should make our way. I say Vern runs point because he's got the night scope, and we all just follow along and make our way down to the HQ. If that's cool with everybody.
Yep.
I think that's what we should do.
So you want to head your way sort of southeast there, down towards the HQ.
Yeah. Shut up! Come here.
Wow.
This is an episode of South Park.
Oh, it's windy.
Everybody knows swim.
Okay, so as you're walking along, you pass the mine shaft. Do you want to take a peek in there?
Yeah, definitely, if we can. I thought they were sealed.
The door is it's like a big open, like a garage type door.
Well,
yeah, look in.
I'm down where I am, so if I can
I know. I can't see
get
where.
in there.
So you check out the mine. You can see there's a large mine shaft, a big square hole leading down. There is an elevator that's currently up and controls to go up and down. You see the button on there. And the lights are off in here, and you see there's 2 more barrels of thallium in here. Things like miners' helmets, gloves, drills, that kind of thing.
So thallium is highly explosive.
That's what the red barrels had a like danger symbol on them.
Okay, but when it's refined and processed, it's used for pretty much everything.
Helium?
Right?
Helium.
Actually, it makes you sound like Barry White.
Sounds like
It's the opposite.
Yeah, nice.
And all of a sudden just get like super smooth too.
Right.
I was thinking that maybe we should open. So if you're carrying thallium, like in its raw, unprocessed form, you get shot. Would there be a chance of it exploding?
Look, you look around and you find a little piece of this sort of metallic-looking stone in the ground, like a little pebble.
Okay, so I was thinking we could use some of this to help with the grab pieces here and there instead of using whole barrels, like it is supposed to be that explosive.
When you went over to the barrels, you moved one a little bit and you heard liquid inside.
Okay, so it's refined at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we can find, I'll take a pebble of thallium. Okay,
Instantly you're overcome with mesothelioma.
and Crohn's disease
Just southeast of the
and osteoporosis.
of the mine shaft, you see another building, and this was what you identified in your data as where they're storing some of the workers.
Okay.
That would be right here.
That green building.
Greenish thing.
A dumpster.
Yeah.
It's basically a shipping, like nothing better than like a Quonset hut type building.
Do we hear voices from inside? Are people up and about?
Go ahead and give a listen.
Nope.
No.
Tank smashes his ear up against the door. You hear snoring.
Burns got it.
Oh.
Yeah, you hear snoring coming out of there.
Let's open the door and say, "Comrades, we're liberating you all."
I
Okay,
think
so-
we're lucky. Is this door locked? Can we tell?
You can't tell from without trying to open it.
Okay, shit.
I think we should
try. I want to try and like jiggle
I
the.
think we ought to take the headquarters out first.
Yeah, I think we're running out of time. We're getting real lucky being undetected.
All right, Vern, you're by that truck there. It looks like a dump truck type thing or a pickup.
Yep.
You hear someone walking down the road. You see them with your night scope. Someone's walking down the middle of the road.
Well, here we go.
Oh, contact southeast. I say in my headset radio, helmet radio.
Not that you pick it up.
Go.
Okay. You notice it's someone slightly staggering.
He's
Not
from a beagle.
Is he dressed as military or civilian?
In your scope, like the other guys, you can't tell. But with your scope, you can see that he is dressed in, like, coveralls.
He might be headed back to the barracks. I want to move around over here and kind of try and hide. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be.
just get out of the guy's way.
Okay. So this guy, you see him saunter by. He doesn't notice any of you. And he walks over to the door and opens it and goes in. First he takes a leak outside. And then he goes in and opens the door, closes it, and it's silent again.
If he went through like a keypad or anything, I was watching through my notes.
He just grabbed the handle and opened.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, shit. I guess they don't lock those at night. Well, that's good to know.
Let's lock them in.
Yeah. Now let's lock them in.
All right, you want to proceed to the HQ?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So, Let's I say we should run down the road, 2 on either side, staying low.
Okay, so you guys head back on the road. So yeah, you follow the road down.
Oh, up there, he's got gold armor. That ain't cool. Now I want gold armor.
You follow the road down, and you can see it widens out into like a parking lot. And these out here are some big tracked vehicles that look like they're for probably pulling heavy loads of thallium or who knows what. Like, and they have like bulldozer front ends. And then there's 2 of those trucks, the troop carrying trucks. And then there's this 3-story tower. And outside of the tower, with your night vision scope, you can see some guards.
Whereabouts?
3 of them, huh?
Yeah. Looks like there's 2 guards, and then maybe 2 of them are just chatting over here. How your weapons work, your Doombringer, for every 10 meters, and this map is rated to meters, so you can use the measuring stick, the reaching stick, as I call it, is a -1 to your attack, in case you were thinking of a long-distance shot. Ooh, how do you do that? There's a little ruler over in your toolbar, that like long...
Yeah. Looks like a comb.
Yeah.
Pull your comb out, and you can measure...
Hey,
there's charge. Did you guys? Who read the beta rules?
a little bit.
I looked at them.
There's charging rules. So now you can elect to charge, even though you guys aren't necessarily the best at hand-to-hand combat. You can elect to charge. You get to do a double move, so your move times 2, and then you get an attack. And for every amount of move above your normal move, you get additional like bonus to your attack.
How about
I say we move up in amongst these trucks here.
Yeah, and just kind of be stealthful.
Yep. Now it's the winds are blowing. It's noisy. Their conversation has to be almost yelling. So.
Right.
I'm going to give you a stealth roll. Since you guys aren't the sneakiest, because of the conditions, it's nighttime, they're not really on task, and it's loud, you get +8. So go ahead and roll.
Mobility plus agility. I know that roll. Woohoo! What is mobility plus agility? 8 plus how much? +8, you said?
Yeah, so +8 to your total.
16.
Motherfucker. First roll of the damn
Okay.
night.
TK, when you go to sneak, you trip. Must have been a stone or a pothole or something in the pavement.
I tripped on some Play-Doh.
So everybody except for TK, move to where you wanted to go within your running move of 2. Double your move.
My move is...
And then TK will work out.
I tripped on this yellow line, apparently. I tripped on the paint on the damn road.
MR is move rate? Is that what it is?
So yeah, and then TK...
I only didn't make it far.
TK, you take about a 3-meter move from where you were, and you fall, and when you fall, you fire off your Doombringer.
Somebody shoot TK.
A burst from your Doombringer.
I knew this?
So you're on the ground, and they stop what they're doing, and they turn around, and they're looking down that way.
I just lay flat. I don't even move.
Okay, so you believe that they know something's down there.
Where's TK?
I whip my cowboy hat off my head, and whip it around in the air, and then hold my rifle up and fire it off in the air and say "Woohoo!"
While he's doing that, Cornhole will move around the trucks over here and get up a shot.
Okay. All right. I'm going to roll to see if they can see Cornhole. I don't think they can, but...
Whoops.
Okay, one of them sees you, Cornhole, the one that's closest. The other 2 did not see you. So we're going to go to initiative now.
Do I see him see it?
Isn't cover a big thing in this game, too? Like
Yes, it is. I would consider him having partial cover from the side of the truck there. They do not have any cover. So it is makes a -4 for them to hit you. Nobody's perfect, especially me when I'm running a recorded beta test. You may have heard me say that partial cover reduces the attacker's attack value by 4. Wrong. I should have given Cornhole, the defender, a +4 bonus to his defense instead. Oh well. Next time. Okay, their initiative is a 7. What's your all's initiative?
Arthur is 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you notice that they have the weapon you used to carry when you were in the Imperial hegemony was a storm laser. So you see that he sees you and he fires. So normally he has an 18 to hit you, so now he has a 14. And he hits you for 10. Now this is -2 to your defense.
But he's covered, so does he get like a plus?
I lowered my attack. I normally have an 18 attack. I lowered it to a 14.
So you lowered it to a 14.
And I rolled a 10. This
So
is still DS. At its heart, this is all DS. So once we get into combat, you guys will be right at home.
So my 20 defense is now a 18.
Right.
Woohoo!
Oh my god, nice.
You're blocked. You feel a little heat behind your chest as where the laser hit your armor, but no damage at all. Okay, the other ones see where he was firing and sort of move over. They don't get to fire at you. This guy here, you hear him click a button on his storm laser, and it goes. It starts to power up.
Oh shit, he's gonna blast you and that truck or something.
And
okay.
You guys remember this thing. You could overcharge your storm laser, and it would do incredible armor penetrating damage. But you have to let it cool down after and then recharge again. So it wasn't the kind of thing to do when you're all on your own. So this guy, I'm going to see if he can notice you, but he won't get to fire. So he still is not quite certain of what his friend fired at, but he's basically holding his action, and he's going to fire if he sees something. And the other guy's charging his storm laser. So now it's your guys' turn.
Would a frag grenade get all of them?
That's what I wanted to do. Was frag grenade.
The frag grenade would. You or at least the two of them.
I got to get up.
Yeah, me too.
Apparently.
What's the range?
So if you're not going to fire your weapon, the other two of you, you can move at double your move if you'd like.
All right.
I get it. I just get up.
Okay. So you're thinking about throwing your frag grenade. All new territory for us. How grenades work is area weapons. First of all, an attack roll must succeed in order for the attack to land on its target. Now, there's a new stat called, I called it, because I don't know what they're going to call it in German. I called it TAT, throwing attack. So because we have like mat, rat, I did TAT. And for you guys, it's not the best.
Ugh. Because
how it's derived, it's your strength plus your mobility.
Strength.
So that's
okay.
That's your. If you roll under that, you put it right where you want it to. If you fail that roll, there's a scatter chart under area weapons.
You want me to roll?
Now you're. I think we're going to do Cornhole first. Okay. I think he was the one. The distance you can throw is 15 meters plus. Okay.
It wasn't out, bro. That's for sure.
For every 5 meters, you get -1 to your attack as well. So count out that range.
And each hex is a meter?
Yes.
Somebody get in one of these trucks and just smash it into the building.
Fuck.
Let's go full jihadi right here.
I'm at 13. Call it 14 to the center of those guys.
Yeah, you might. For you, it might not be the wisest thing to throw.
I'm not gonna.
Where you're at. So your grenades that you have, the damage they do is 2d20, and the range is 15 meters plus your strength times 5 meters. So if you have 0, that's 0. So your range you can throw a grenade, guys, is 15 meters.
15 meters, and that's with a negative, right?
And they're going to do it's going to do a 3 hex radius.
3, 1, 2, 3.
So throw it at the middle guy, and you'll get them all, right?
I propose we do that.
I'm at 13 meters, and I could get 2 of them.
Yes. So yeah, you could definitely go through grenades. Now for every 5 meters, you're -1, so that's -3 to your already shitty.
All right. I would like to move up 4 and then throw.
You can definitely do that
to get within the 5.
Move your mans.
2, 3, 4. No.
And then you're going to take your throwing skill -1 now, right? 1, 2, 3. No, you're within range if you're throwing at that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're look at you. You're right on. You hit right on. So you do 2d20 damage.
I roll damage?
Yeah, you binged him.
I've never rolled damage before.
Now this is different. Grenades are a little different. You're going to roll. It's 2d20 cumulative. So you did 38 points of damage. Okay, so now they can roll a defense roll. Their defense is 15.
Oh, they're going to die.
Oh.
Lame.
So that's 15 plus 13 is 28.
What?
For the one guy.
Those bastards.
When I need it, I get it, don't I? So he takes 10. Let me mark. That's the guy you dropped it on.
This is beta. You're supposed to roll bad.
Yeah. I'm supposed to make it an exciting experience for everyone.
You're not supposed to make this grueling.
Well, wait a minute. I get to throw my shit, too.
Let me look. But, no, his radius hits the other two guys, too, so I'm going to roll for them.
Well, there you go.
Okay, so he blocked 11 of it. So you did how much? 38?
38, so he takes 27.
Oh, he's dead.
Nice.
Slayer point for you.
Woohoo!
Oh, when a grenade goes off, do you get a Slayer point per person that it goes?
No. Only one maximum per round.
Oh,
He is also killed.
you need to change that rule, Christian Koenig. I should be able to get 3 Slayer points per round.
So yeah, you obliterated both guys, but the guy must have saw it and protected himself.
He grabbed his nuts. He grabbed his crotch.
You just ate it.
This is gonna be bad. Woo! I can't believe it.
Okay, next.
All right. So I'll move 4.
You both had one grenade, by the way, so that was your grenade.
Oop, I got to get out for range.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we could just throw them infinitely, like we could with arrows.
Don't use a grenade then.
Okay. Don't use the grenade?
Yeah, don't. There's just one guy left. Just
All right. I'll just fire.
Awesome.
Get
You
him.
get to do something else now. Your Doombringer can fire burst mode or full auto.
Full auto.
If you fire full auto, you can't move. So I don't know if you just moved.
Oh, I just moved. Let me go back.
Okay, there should be an undo move. I wish there was.
Okay.
Okay, so now you want to measure your range. For every 10 meters, you're -1.
14 meters.
Okay, so -1.
All right.
so
And then I'm rolling on my ranged attack, right?
Yep. Now don't roll just yet because I want to show you how to do this.
Okay.
Okay, so when we're firing full auto will empty your magazine.
Love it.
And so you'll have to spend a round, so if you're in the heat of battle with other enemies, it might not be the same.
Good idea.
So you're going to gain +8 to your attack.
Okay, so I have a negative to my attack, but now I have +8, so now it's a +7.
Whoops, I made another mistake. This time I neglected the rule for recoil rating. Every weapon that can fire full auto in Starslayers has recoil. This is a negative modifier that affects the attack. It is counteracted by the shooter's strength score. The Doombringer has a whopping -4 recoil modifier. This is a big gun. That means the shooter's strength must be 4 or better, or he suffers the difference in negative modifier. For example, a strength of 3 would mean a negative of 1. Our soldiers today have a strength score of 0, meaning they suffer the full -4. They better use their progress points when they level to increase their strength, or they're going to be in trouble.
Like in DS, you only jam on your first roll.
And it has to be an 18 or higher, right?
If you roll a 20 with full auto, if you roll a 20, you jammed.
Okay.
And at least there's no blowback. Like you're just jammed and your gun and explode.
Okay, so you rolled a 12 and a 10, so you would pick the one you want.
In this case, I'd probably want the
12.
12, right?
The Doombringer does how much minus to my defense?
DD is 5.
OD
right?
5, yep.
Or OD 5, I mean. Okay.
So my defense is now a 10. 12 my defense. Get a Slayer point.
It's me again. Guess what I forgot this time? The rule for knockdown. There's 2 types of knockdown in Starslayers. There's a slam and an auto knockdown. The Doombringer performs a slam. If a target fails his defense roll in the attack, he is also knocked down. And in DS, you know that being knocked down causes you to waste your next round getting up, or you suffer some penalties for trying to fight on
takes
the
him to
floor.
0 hit points. He's dead.
Woohoo! Awesome. We
But that Slayer point's going down too, though, right?
Yes, right. Your Slayer points go away.
Oh.
So it is silent out here. This building does not have windows, so
I'm like dusting myself off, like, hey guys, what's going on?
Cornhole moves to the door right here to the side, like covering everybody.
We need to get in that elevator and give them a charge.
I'll go and open the door then.
Okay. Yep. Alrighty. So the door is locked.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows?
Any key? Is it a key access or is it a program?
It is a little panel and the panel has like glass on it, and you think it's perhaps a palm or a fingerprint.
Let's grab
Nice. Grab a dead body.
Yeah.
Grab a stiff.
Are there guns salvageable?
Yeah. Okay. So yes, the guy you hit with the grenades who died outright, they have the lighter breastplates. They're wearing helmets just like yours, and they each had a storm laser. Of the three, because of the grenades, I'm going to say that only one storm laser is operational. If you're interested in that weapon at all,
Whoever wants it.
I'll take it.
So I want to grab a dead body and use his finger.
okay. So you grab his arm, you sort of carry him over, put his hand against it, and the door opens. Okay, ready for storm laser? The storm laser is +4 WB.
Okay.
Minus OD is -2. The rates of fire are single shot, burst, or full auto. And you can also do the energy bundle, like the charge up the energy on the gun. You have to wait for one round for it to charge up. Then you can fire it. It's -12 OD.
Whew.
And then it requires a round of cooldown. And then if you wanted to fire it that way again, you'd have to do another round of recharge. So it's really slow to fire that gun repeatedly that way.
Right.
It has the -1 is just like your Doombringer at 10 meters.
The -12 OD though.
Yeah, that's nasty.
That's gonna remember that if you see somebody with that, go hide.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So my attack with that is just an 18. It's not even.
Yeah.
Barely any worse.
Yep.
And it's got less recoil. So.
Yeah. And I think your guys' rolls, even if I had done the -4 recoil, I think you had like a 12. I think that was still well within your parameters.
Yes, it would have been right at it, probably.
Okay. All right. So let me move your minis over here. I'm moving to a different map. I'll bring you guys over in just a sec.
It works for me.
Okay. So the door opens. So that's you see the inside there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me place some critters. Critters.
Why has it got to be hard, Kelly? We just played Team of Horrors. Lighten up.
we gotta practice more rules.
What happens if I press this button right here? What does that button do, Kelly?
Which button? Oh, on the
right
panel
there.
over there?
Yeah.
I was going to ask if we walked in here, would we have any inkling of what some of the controls do?
You'd have to take some time to investigate. You possibly could.
What about that
There's
one
no
right
time for
there?
that.
I'll go into the first floppy disk spot I see.
We load up King's Quest.
It's probably got the DOS. Pop that DOS disk out. Whole business shuts down.
Okay. So.
Because they ain't got no hard drive.
You open the door. Inside, you can see there's two these elevator shaft type things and some control panels. Sitting in one of the seats, you see a guy dressed in the gear of a technician or like one of the guys you'd find on the control panels of your ship. It looks like he's a techie type guy. There are 3 soldiers. They are bouncing a rubber ball like to each other. Like just shooting the shit and standing around. They did not hear the explosion. But when the door opens, they do look over.
I guess you better shoot them.
Yeah, fucking blast them. Let's just go.
Okay. All right, so initiative. They actually get to go first.
Did they have those melter rifles? Whatever.
These guys are equipped identically to the guys you saw outside. So the technician
kill him before he calls somebody.
And the technician gets up and he jumps into the elevator shaft.
No.
And presses a button for his action. This guy comes over and he fires his storm laser. Who's that there in front of the door? Who opened the door?
Oh, that's
Goldfox.
That's Dustin.
No, it ain't.
He's going to fire burst fire at you.
That's Mr. Gotta have some gold armor. White armor's too good for him.
Okay, so 5, it's -2 OD.
Who is it?
Hold on a second. Let me verify that.
That's Tank.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, his attack is quite good. Hold on a second. I get to roll 2 dice. I'll take the 13.
What?
Okay, so your defense minus 2.
Who's that to? Dustin?
Who's ever in the front there.
That's you.
Is that me? Yeah. Oh shoot! All right, I'm sorry.
Okay, so you take 5.
Start puffing on that stogie.
This guy moves over here and he fires single shot.
Damn.
12 damage.
Shoot.
Damn. Hesse heals.
And this guy comes up
at 10. All right.
This guy comes up and he also fires at you.
Come at me, bro.
Yes.
A fucker. For 13.
Oh, real good.
Okay, let's use a one of your talents. Have you guys looked at your talents?
You can dodge, can't you? Is it one of them?
There is a ranged combat dodge now called roll.
It's rolling. Okay.
I'm rolling.
So let's use it on this attack.
Yep. Let's.
It's once per combat.
Okay.
And you are allowed to make a roll to dodge out of the way, and you're going to move 2 meters. So
2 meters.
You can move 2 meters in any direction. Yes, you would just say dodge.
Okay.
So yeah,
I just moved Vern. I'm sorry.
Okay. Vern wanted to do that probably.
God, come on.
You want to move? There you go. So you roll out of the way, so you avoid that last. What was it? 13 points of damage.
Yeah.
Or whatever it would have been.
Whatever.
5,
yeah.
6. So yeah, you dodge out of the way of that. The other thing you guys have is when you take damage from a successful defense, once per 24 hours, you can half it. So if you make a defense roll, but you still take a shitload of damage, you can use that was close to half it.
All right. So the last time when I took a 12, I could have said, "That's going to be I'll take my half damage, and that'll be just a 6."
Did you pass it? Yeah. Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
I'll let you retro it since we're new.
All right. Appreciate that.
Yeah. And your other 2 talents are just part of your character stats. It's the one that gives you extra HP, and the other one is the one that allows you to wear heavy armor. So you don't have to think about those during the game. All right. And that's their actions. So you guys can go whatever order. You're all the same guy, so it doesn't whatever order you guys want to go in.
I want to move up. I want to move right here, and I want to charge. I want to charge my lasers right at that technician room.
Okay, now he's in the elevator shaft, so you can't see him.
Has he already left the chute?
The chute is sealed. See the doors to it on the front?
Yeah.
So you can't shoot him. You do have the 3 soldiers that you can shoot at.
I will shoot. I will charge at this guy back here.
Okay, you shoot a normal single shot.
Yep.
You moved. Okay, go ahead and roll it. +4 to your normal rat.
Oh, I thought I had to wait around to charge it.
Oh, you're charging up the big gun.
Yeah, I got the.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So your run is done. You're charging up. I misunderstood.
Oh, the storm laser or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're charging up the gun.
Who's next?
Vern? Whoever wants to go.
I'll go next. Cornhole runs in the door, runs around, hopefully gets some cover with that elevator shaft, and he wants to shoot at this guy.
All right.
That
go
is
ahead.
a 6 and a 2. I'll take the 6.
Okay.
Wait, I think I rolled that wrong. What's our attack? Matt.
It's
14.
It's the
Okay, I'll take the 6. I don't get the 2. So.
okay. And what I roll, I had to go down to my belly. 9, and so I believe I blocked it. Yes, I blocked it. Okay, they're good. And who's next?
Vern will go to cover here.
Okay.
And shoot the control panel for the elevator over here.
Okay.
Potential?
Yep, I'll say that hit. I'm going to roll a defense. It's going to have a defense of 10. So you're -2, right? So 8. All right, so there's you see like sparks shoot out from the buttons, on the front of the elevator. You're not certain if that affected his ride up in the elevator or not.
Okay.
Okay. So new round. The the elevator door closes.
Oh shit!
You assume he's gone up. This guy is.
I thought he was already closed in there. To tell you the truth.
Oh yeah,
no.
That's fine.
Yeah, you could not see him, Mike, from where you're at. Yeah. So so Soldier 2 is going to fire at Cornhole, and he is going to choose. I'm going to try full auto. So let's do this right here. Okay, he's not moving, so he's going to fire full auto. It's going to be plus a total of 8. So he is going to now have a 32 attack. I'll take both. So 14, and it's going to be -2 to your defense.
-2. I'm probably going to roll 13. So what was his total?
I did a 14.
Okay,
pretty bad.
All right, so I'll take the 13.
So you take 1 point. Okay, the guy in back here is charging his weapon. Soldier 1. Soldier 3 fires full auto at Vern here.
I have cover, right?
I'm going to give you -4 to my attack, so it would be 24 plus 8 is 32, so 28. I will take the 10.
Okay.
-2 to your defense. You blocked it, right?
That's okay.
Back behind the door.
Yeah. I'm going to mark this guy with a charge. Let me find a good symbol that means charging. How about time? Okay, that's them.
It's back to us?
Yep.
Okay. Can I just go ahead and go?
Yeah, sure.
I'm about to blast that dude right there.
Okay, so yeah, you've charged up your weapon, so you go ahead and attack.
That is a plus what now?
Now you get the energy bundle gives you a serious minus to his defense, but it's your normal attack for the weapon, which is +4.
+4, so it's still an 18.
Yeah.
So
not bad.
Well, this is me rolling.
Here we go.
Here.
Oh, wow.
That worked.
Okay, so -12 to my armor makes his defense a paltry 3.
Nice.
So he fails his defense and he takes the 17 damage. And you're fighting at Soldier 1?
The guy back here that was charging his weapon.
Oh, okay. So he takes 17. He's still up. Yeah, is that a point for you?
Yeah.
I love this game already, by the way. And this is just like the first stab.
This is fun.
It has the potential to be extremely deadly, but so did DS. So
I was thinking of healing myself. How does the cigar work?
The cigar is for when you take a breather. So after
So
combat,
you want to use one of those still things.
yeah,
still
your still patch. You want to try one?
Yep.
Okay. Let me go to that.
I'll still have an action after I do that, right? Or no?
That is your action.
Okay.
Vern's going to fire a burst fire at the wounded guy.
Okay.
So what's the plus for that?
Okay, so burst fire. You can't move first. Did you move?
Nope. I'm still at the door with cover.
All right. So burst fire. It is +4 to your WB, and you're allowed to do up to 3 of these before you need to change your mag. And it jams on an 18 or better on your first roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I fired the wounded one.
Okay. So what's that make your?
+4 should be 23.
Okay.
I'll take 15.
All right. And it's what minus OD
-5 to the OD.
It's -5 to OD for a Doom Break.
Chunky. Okay. So he does defend a little. So he takes 9, but he only had 5 remaining. So you kill him. His weapon clatters to the ground, and you hear it powering down.
That means another laser gun.
Well, okay.
Cornhole wants to full auto this guy right here.
Okay. So I really got to start remembering the recoil bonus or recoil penalty for full auto.
Okay, so -4 plus the +4, so it doesn't do anything?
A full auto, if you haven't moved, it gives you +8. So now you're at +4.
So I'm at +4.
Yeah.
But the recoil is -4.
But yeah, so your total is +4 because normally you'd get a +8.
Okay, so I'm at +9
to
here
your
with the
standard
weapon bonus.
attack.
So that takes me to 21, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And that only applies to when you fire full auto.
Why would you ever do that instead of a burst fire?
when you have a strength that can handle the recoil of the weapon.
Oh, okay.
Then that's all you're going to use.
And I'm sure there's talents that lower that. I bet there are.
Okay.
All right, so I'll take the 9.
The 9, okay. And it's -5 to my defense. Oh, okay. He falls down, first of all. Let me do a drop.
He got blood in his eyes.
I was like the guy stabbed with arrows in the back for falling down. Okay, and he takes 9 points damage. And you get a Slayer point. Okay, now you wanted to do the injector.
Administrable 1 act. It takes 1 action. Heals D20.
Divided by 2.
So 8.
So 8 hit points back.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'm gonna burst the wounded one.
Okay.
I'll take 13.
All right, he fails it again, and down he goes.
Slayer point.
Nice.
Okay, this guy's action. He is running for this elevator. He closes the door.
Ooh.
So combat is over. So, in this room, briefly before we break, you see all sorts of controls, and it looks like this was a mining colony control room. It doesn't feel like a militaristic control room. You see things like the elevator maintenance and things like that. You're not exactly the most technical guys, but you can see that this is sort of tracking the amount of thallium that they've pulled out, things like that. On one of the big monitors is the television is running. Someone roll a d20 for me. Okay.
Take TK421.
and on the monitor, when you look up at it, Tank, you see that like it's running an Imperial the Imperial News Network, INN, is running, and it's talking about how there's some gracious thing that the Emperor did, and there's like static, and you see this like skeleton, like a CG graphic of a skeleton with like fiery glowing eyes, and it says, "This is the Ghoul from Void Space Free TV," and he goes, "There's famine in the Empire. The Emperor isn't feeding his people. He's so busy, look emaciated and starved, and it's like, down with the Emperor. Long live the free peoples of the galaxy." And then it goes and it goes back to the normal TV.
Oh,
pirate radio. That's awesome.
Yeah. If I hit a button on one of the elevators, does it open up?
You hear ding, and you can see the elevator is coming down.
And those guys are still in it. They're like, "What?"
I think we should set our charges and go ahead and blow it.
Yeah, let's just blow this mother.
Is this the floor we want to charge?
No, it wasn't.
I was thinking before
we call the elevator, throw the charge inside the elevator, send it to the floor, and skedaddle.
I was thinking we should try and shut down base communications.
Yeah.
Too.
Might be too late.
Well, blowing up the building will do that.
Yeah.
It's the first floor we're supposed to hit the main floor, right?
The explosive packages you were given, you were promised by the tech who gave them to you that if you put them in the epicenter of the building, it'll take it out.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right. So
you set that.
Yep.
You're gonna put like
like hell, like there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. All right, and then you set it and book out of there.
Yep.
Okay, so we will pick up same time, same bat channel next week
with the explosion.
I was already thinking
in the
that
background, the big building explodes behind us.
That's gonna look badass. It'll be like an 18.
So that was our first step. I was a little rusty with some of the new rules. I apologize.
No. Not a problem at all. It's great.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, I think he has a winner on his hands here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing some of these rules get put
into regular DS.
Yeah, regular DS.
Yeah, the charging rules are nice, and so Yeah, so we'll get back into it later next week.
Cool. Rolling for damage.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that, Kelly. Why don't we just play D&D if we're going to be rolling for damage, you know?
Yeah, this rolling for damage is a little too hippy-dippy for me.
Oh, yeah, for the grenade?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gross. But yeah, I thought it's a good first stab, and I think there's a lot of information he's withholding, and it's sort of a test of what it was really a test of was with the fire modes.
Yeah,
right.
So, yeah, and we're getting the hang of them. It's a little more to remember from regular DS, but once you get the hang of it, it's still just rolling a d20 and seeing what happens.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're one of the earlier groups, because I've been looking for like groups saying, hey, we had a good time, we did this, and he asked me to record this, so I'll have to learn from Jeffrey how the hell he edits this down to something manageable.
Just send it to him and tell him to edit it.
Yeah, do it. Come on, do it.
It's for the greater good.
All right, guys. Well, hey, have a good night.
If we have some characters with some strength to actually be able to do the full auto, that would really that would break the burst fire. Because otherwise, I don't see any reason to not just do burst fire and the heck with the full auto.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you can't move for burst fire either. So
yeah, but I mean, it's a +4. So
yeah. Alrighty.
All right. Good night, guys. I gotta go.
Good night.
See ya.
See y'all.
Good night.
Tune in next time for the exciting conclusion to Day of Freedom.
This is written in a cleaner language than other things I've translated. Like when I translated this, I throw it through Google Translate.
Right.
And this came out much more readable.
Right.
Does it mention like idioms and stuff like that, or?
Yeah. Like when you read, back in the old days when you read Gary Gygax writing, you're like, he's using all these giant words.
Gary Gygax makes you smarter. Gary Gygax bumped up my SAT score.
There it is. Quote of the night right there.